Distinguished guests, welcome. Thank you for being with us today to celebrate our graduates. Please rise as the national anthem pre-recorded by the inimitable Elise Gamble.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light words so proudly we held as the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight, oh, the ramparts we watched, words so gallantly streaming, and the Rockies red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave? Oh, the land of the free and the home of the brave.
Dear guests, students, faculty, please be seated. So tonight, we are assembled at the Apollo, a special place where dreams come true, talent is recognized, and futures are made. That is the night we celebrate today for all of these things. Please, family, friends, loved ones, fans, supporters, I want to hear a real round of applause for our graduates today. Thank you. That's better. Today, and for the fourth year in a row, we celebrate the largest graduating class in the history of our school, with 301 graduates, 7 doctoral, 263 masters, and 31 advanced certificate in public health professionals. I'm proud to call you my fellow public health experts and colleagues. Our class ranges in age from 22, one of our youngest overachieving beneficiaries from the 4+1 program, to 64, a lifelong learner committed to our profession. Congratulations. "62% from underrepresented minorities in our profession, 16% Hispanic, 24% Asian, and 22% Black. Amongst the highest nationally. What a pride you all are for our school. Our graduates today speak 35 different languages and are specialized in 9 different disciplines. I know that you are more than competent and eager to join the workforce at a critical moment in the history of public health. We together will continue our fight for the health, safety, and well-being of our global family. My dear students, you could have gone anywhere you wanted, but you chose the CUNY School of Public Health. For that, I am personally grateful, and for that, our faculty will always be there for you, today and forever. We are your family, we are your support system, we are your consultants, we are your elders and your friends. Please never forget the CUNY School of Public Health. Many of you joined this school at the onset of the COVID pandemic, motivated to save a world experiencing the most devastating health challenge of our century. Although this health tragedy was responsible for 7 million deaths, it cannot compare to the influenza pandemic in the 1918, estimated to have caused more than 30 million deaths, nor the AIDS pandemic, associated with 22 million deaths by the year 2000. You came to this program because of your faith in yourselves and in a future where such pain and suffering could be at least alleviated, if not eliminated. You studied hard under difficult circumstances, participated in online programs to complete your studies in time to make a difference. Need I say, some of you may have never set foot on campus until you picked up your robes for graduation. And yet, you are my community. We are one community. But as though destiny knew that you are a generation made of steel, you are graduating under equally difficult circumstances. You graduate at a time of unthinkable tragedy. The world in the 21st century has experienced between 3 and 4 million avoidable deaths caused by war directly or indirectly, with a global annual cost of approximately $17 trillion, 13% of the global GDP. And the vivid memory of so many ongoing wars in the Ukraine, the Sudan, Yemen, Syria, Chad, Ethiopia, Afghanistan, Myanmar, the Congo, and the recent attack on Israeli citizens who were slaughtered on October 7th, and then so many Palestinian civilian lives lost in Gaza since. These are horrible events, and they have left us all angry, sad, and numb. These war atrocities are only one manifestation of many other continuing injustices in the world, including consequences of poverty, inequality, lack of freedom and dignity, especially amongst women who carry an unfair burden in so many parts of the world today. I ask myself, in the midst of this needless death, mayhem, and injustice, what is the answer? Where do we go from here? Is more hate and bloodshed the answer? Is there no end to this cycle of violence, tyranny, and unfairness around the world? And why doesn't the world embrace our public health mission and ethos of equity, justice, compassion, and service in pursuit of health, and our commitment to address the suffering that we continue to witness? Am I waiting for my Gandhi? Where are my present-day Martin Luther King Jr. and Nelson Mandela? They were ridiculed and vilified as weak, naive, and ineffective. And yet they changed the world and stood against forces of colonialism, racism, and apartheid. They changed hearts and minds, liberated the oppressed, energized action for good through peaceful resistance, reconciliation, forgiveness, celebration of diversity, courage, spiritual strength, and the love of life. Are we too fragmented, fractured, and distracted to see the path of goodness? But in my call for Gandhi, Mandela, Malala, and Martin Luther King Jr., I see you. I see you, my dear graduates, before me today. Maybe a better future will not be brought forth by one inspirational figure, but by a collective movement, an energetically transformative future, dispersed amongst many and not just one. A centripetal force that is intentional in bringing us closer rather than pulling us apart. A movement against isms that celebrates humanity. Today, I stand before you, an Egyptian Muslim American immigrant. 25% of my heritage is Coptic Christian. My grandmother, a Palestinian Arab from Nablus, who married my grandfather in 1898. And my granddaughter, half Jewish and half Egyptian, with a proud mixed heritage. I stand before you resolute and strong and hopeful, my heart truly full of love, for a future that will be yours, my dearest graduates. I stand proud because I stand amongst you, and my faith in you is infinite. Let us celebrate this moment together, and even in the darkest hour, assemble our convictions and energy for good to move forwards, sustaining each other with respect and with dignity. This is not a prayer, but a call for you to proceed together as the next generation of champions for public health. And please, do not forget to take me with you. For as long as I can remain standing. Congratulations. CUNY Chancellor Felix Matos Rodriguez could not be with us today, but he did send a message for our graduates and guests. Please roll the tape.
Greetings, everyone, and thank you, Dean El Mohandes, for inviting me to be part of this exciting day for the class of 2024 of the CUNY School of Public Health and Health Policy. Welcome and a shout out to our honorary degree recipient, Billy Yvonne Avery, and to Dr. Alan Shapiro, who is receiving a special commendation from the Dean. And of course, I salute all of you who are graduating from the CUNY School of Public Health today. On behalf of the entire CUNY community, it is my honor and privilege to congratulate you, your families, and your loved ones on this most hard-earned achievement. I want to give a special shout out to somebody who's getting her PhD today, my good friend, Dr. Helen Arteaga. For all our graduates, today is a celebration of the aspiration, perseverance, and accomplishment that have brought you to this exciting moment. It is a day to look ahead to the opportunities that you have worked so hard to create. As you made your way around our city this year, you might have noticed the subway and bus ads featuring fellow students and CUNY's promise of a degree for every dream. Each of you is the embodiment of those dreams and all the great promise that comes with a CUNY degree. Like generations of graduates who have come before, many of you are the first in your family to earn a college degree. Your family might have roots far away from New York. Many of you began your educational journey in the depth of the pandemic, but you stayed focused despite the hardships and disruption. No matter your background or experience, there isn't a graduate among you who hasn't overcome obstacles to get here today. As you contemplate the future, take a moment to reflect on how your CUNY experience has shaped you, expanded your mind, and helped put you on a new path. Think of the professors and mentors who have inspired you, the friendships that you have made, and the bonds you've formed with a community that will forever be yours. Along with your fellow 2024 graduates on CUNY campuses all across New York City, you are joining millions of alumni who help lift New York and drive it through hard work and engagement with their communities. Now you're part of that great legacy, and I only ask one favor. As you move forward in life and make us proud, take CUNY with you. Don't forget your CUNY family. I'm excited for your future and thrilled to extend my heartfelt congratulations to you and your families on behalf of the entire CUNY community. Thank you. Buena suerte. We're proud of you, and we will always have your back.
Today, the representative of the Board of Trustees of City University of New York is one of you, the student trustee. I am delighted to invite Selimatu Doumboué and ask her to share with you her comments for this special event.
Thank you. Graduates, friends, family, faculty, staff, administration, thank you for having me here today. When I look at you, I don't think that I am looking at the future. I think that I am looking at the present. Present for justice, present for equity, present for integrity, and present for looking at the entire world and doing what's best. Sometimes we're told no one knows better. Well, I think you know better. You went through the curriculum, you know the data, and you have the ability and the capacity to influence policies, to influence decisions that will eventually make this world a better place to live in. I am looking at determination, I am looking at strength, and I am looking at a tremendous amount of collaboration and courage to get to where you are here today. I've had to experience it myself in my journey. Although I am not yet a graduate, I am a student. I study architecture at the New York City College of Technology and will soon graduate with my bachelor's degree in architecture and then go for a master's in urban planning and urban design. In addition to that, I serve as your representative on the CUNY Board of Trustees and as your representative in the University Student Senate, where I chair the Senate of about 80 people who are sitting down every day, more than a full-time job, to make sure that things are done right by you. We are a student body that is seeking for shared governance. We are a student body that looks for more than what's happening in CUNY and what's happening in the world, and we are an intellectual student body. And I think that the 300 plus people graduating from this college today represent our drive to make things better in the world. On behalf of the Board of Trustees of the City University of New York, I congratulate you on this great achievement, and I am telling you, do right by us, because you are now in the workforce. We're still working on it, but you're right there, right now. So do not forget us, uplift us, protect us as we, your student leaders, continue to uplift and protect the students who are at CUNY right now for eventually living in a world where love, where hope, where trust can exist, and where we can all coexist in our harmony, whether it's me, a West African girl, Muslim, coming to the United States for college, or someone who was born and raised in this country. I thank you for the time that you took to do this degree, and want to remind you that you probably went to it for yourself, but the results of your work will be felt by everyone. It will be felt by me, it will be felt by your family, and then it will be felt by you. So thank you for your work, and I look forward to seeing the great things that you will be achieving to make our world a better place. Thank you.
Mato, give me your hand. Raise your hand with me. Yeah, I've been at this university for a decade, and I have rarely seen a student trustee that speaks for the students as loudly, as eloquently as Salimato has for many, many times. I'm so proud and appreciative. Thank you. Today as well, we have amongst us CUNY Assistant Vice Chancellor for Student Affairs, Ian James. Ian, please stand and be recognized. It honors us to have you with us today, and thank you for being always such a good friend to our school and to public health. It is with great pleasure that I introduce my dear friend, Lyndon Haviland, the founding chair of our Foundation Board of Directors. Lyndon has more than 30 years of public health experience and heads her own international health consulting company, Lyndon Haviland & Co. Dr. Haviland is also the 2019 recipient of the school's Champion of Public Health Award, which recognized her timeless and tireless passion throughout her distinguished career to create and maintain an equitable and just society for all. Dr. Haviland's excellence in practice and volunteerism is equaled only by her unflagging commitment to public health education and her fierce commitment to you, our students. She created a special endowment to support a doctoral student in her name, the Haviland Fellow in Public Health, who benefits from the financial support that comes from this endowment to support their pursuit of their dream in public health leadership. Lyndon, please join me at the podium.
Good afternoon. On behalf of the CUNY School of Public Health Foundation Board, I'm delighted to be here and offer the board's congratulations to the faculty, staff, students, graduates, family, and friends who are gathered here today to celebrate you. Well done. Nelson Mandela said, "Education is the most powerful weapon you can use to change the world." He knew what we know, that the spread of disease knows no borders, and that achieving health equity would require a shared commitment, bold ideas, persistence, and an imagination that we share this planet and that we are one community. He believed that courage was not the absence of fear, rather it was inspiring others to move beyond it. Here at the School of Public Health, we believe what he believed, that it is in your hands to make a better world for all who live in it. At the CUNY School of Public Health, it is our job and our collective vision to recognize the interconnectedness of the challenges that we face. Public health offers us systems and pathways to create sustained and lasting change. Our mission, our vision, and our values challenge us to ask difficult questions and challenge the status quo, and challenge ourselves not to rest until the dream of health equity is achieved. For more than 2 decades, I've had the pleasure of serving the School of Public Health in a variety of roles, and I am honored to stand here before you as a friend of the school, as an ally, and as a supporter. I'm also delighted and honored to share the stage with Dean Ayman El-Mohandes. His vision has always been to develop the premier school of public health in the greatest city on earth. This is a vision that motivates me and every one of my fellow board members every day. In support of this vision, we have raised more than $8 million in our first 6 years of operations. As we have watched the school grow and develop, we have watched our ratings go from a notable school of public health to the 18th in the nation. The foundation supports 2 communities. We support the school, and we support the Harlem community. For our students, the foundation has pledged that from matriculation to graduation, we will support you, and we will grow with you. From creating and funding scholarships and fellowships to identifying and funding emergency grants, extracurricular career preparation, and creating opportunities for experiential learning and job placement. The foundation's primary goal is to make sure that your learning is never interrupted, and that you leave the school prepared and excited about the world we live in. In this year alone, we have raised over $700,000 to support scholarships and fellowships, and this funding has created opportunities for new and continued learning in the areas of migrant health, oral health, food justice, health equity, health literacy, and so much more. Our Career Skills Academy, which is the first and only program in the country, offered extracurricular job training for 40 students and placed them on a path for immediate upward mobility in public health careers across a wide variety of settings. The school, as you know, is especially committed and proud to live and work with the Harlem community. Harlem has always been at the core of our efforts to partner with leaders from not-for-profit, government, and community institutions, and to lift up public health in our home neighborhood. This year, we helped expand our community work and launched the Health Equity and Literacy Program in partnership with the Harlem Health Initiative. This initiative is co-creating solutions to pressing public health issues identified by our community partners. Under the leadership of Deborah Levine, the Harlem Health Initiative has tackled issues including syphilis, cannabis equity, mental health, maternal health, and this summer we will be training youth advocates across a wide range of topics. We do all of this work in the name of the CUNY Graduate School of Public Health and Health Policy. And as you step into the next chapter of your careers, we hope that you will remember your roots with CUNY and the School of Public Health. We look to you to help us to create a culture of paying it forward to the next class, making it a little easier for students to get their degrees or to support students facing hardship. Here at CUNY, we are proud to be a community that supports one another, and we hope as graduates that you will join us. We are excited to see the great work that you will do in the name of health equity and social justice. We know that you will do as Nelson Mandela challenged us to do. You will leave the world a better place because of your work, your passion, your imagination, and your commitment. On behalf of the CUNY School of Public Health Foundation Board of Directors and staff, I offer you my heartfelt congratulations.
Thank you, Lyndon, for everything you do for our students. And I would really now like to introduce to you our honorary doctoral degree recipient. Remember what I told you about waiting for Gandhi and waiting for Martin Luther King Jr. But the world is full of leaders like that, who are silent but resolute, who have opened doors where no one knew they existed. The power of one will always be an inspiration to me for as long as I live. And today, we are celebrating the power of one. The Doctor of Science in Public Health degree is today going to be conferred upon an individual who has demonstrated the highest level of leadership and commitment to public health, human dignity, and social justice. CUNY School of Public Health is delighted to recognize the many crucial contributions by Billy Yvonne Avery. The contributions she has made to public health through her pioneering work to advance sexual and reproductive justice at home and abroad, and to fight the ongoing legacies of structural racism and sexism, no matter where they are. Billy founded the National Black Women's Health Project, now known as the Black Women's Health Imperative. Celebrating its 40th anniversary last year, the Black Women's Health Imperative is the only national organization exclusively dedicated to improving health amongst Black women, and through its work, it has empowered generations of Black women and girls to take control of their health. Billy's advocacy and passion has led to the broadening of the definition of reproductive health to include social justice and human rights issues, not just physical issues, helping to shape city, state, national, and international sexual and reproductive policy, and reminding us all that reproductive freedom must be pursued and defended vigorously every day. Billy, please come forward to the podium. It honors me, Billy, to confer upon you the Honorary Doctor of Science degree in Public Health. You have honored women in the world, and today the School of Public Health humbly honors you in the way that it knows how to. And now the real degree. Let's come to the center and take a picture.
Whew, everybody, let's just take a breath. Whew, this is incredible. Hello. How y'all doing? How y'all doing now? I know you're doing better than that. All right, there you go. That's how you're really doing. Because we got some happy parents here, some happy graduates here, some proud faculty here, incredible dean here, absolutely my wonderful colleague, Provost Terry McGovern, who is a shaker, mover, and a shaker of all times. So we're in good company. This is a good afternoon. Thank you so much, CUNY, for this honorary degree. I was having a conversation with my wife and Gina on the way over here, and I had to think about my grandfather. My grandfather was named Abraham Christborough Mungeon, and he believed in education. And I thought about in 1953, when my mother got her master's degree at NYU, how proud he was. And I thought about how much New York City taught my mother in those summers when she would have to come up here to get her master's because she couldn't go to the white schools in Florida. And they gave her $150 and paid for her tuition to come to New York every summer, and she was thrilled. She said to me, you can get more free in New York than you can pay for in Florida. And that was true. I am so proud of CUNY for doing this at the Apollo in Harlem. Represent, 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 you know. Just think about all of the young kids out there who saw folks walking around in a cap and a gown and decided, I can do that one day. And just think about the people who didn't get finished and they said, oh, you know what? I can do that one day. And you're never too old to learn, never too young to learn. So learning must keep on. And my mother said, there's nothing wrong with most of the people in the world. They just need to go to school. She came from the generation where education was the answer to everything. All right. I remember the first time I was asked to give a commencement speech, I asked my daughter, what should I say? She said, Mama, be brief and don't be boring. So I've taken that. Also, before I get started, I want to tell you something that Martin Luther King was my graduation speaker in 1959 when I graduated from Talladega College. And we too were facing uncertain times in the United States. This was the beginning of the civil rights movement. We had no idea what was going to happen. And he told us we did not have the luxury to sit on the sidelines and watch. And I say to you, we are in some deep mess right now, y'all. And you all don't have the luxury to sit on the sideline and watch. Democracy is not a spectator sport. The title of my address for you today is Life is a Four-Letter Word. The first one is love. You gotta first love yourself. I mean, fall in love with who you are. And you don't get there like in a couple of months or so. Might take years, but learn how to like and love the human being you are. Know who you are, and when you love yourself, you learn how to love others. And we need a lot of love right now. Grow. Jump at every opportunity you can to grow. It'll throw you out of your comfort zone, but that's when the most growth takes place. Don't shirk away from responsibility, accept it, and come to it in all of the fullness and creativity that you have. Sing. Find the positive in your life and celebrate it. Raise it up. Sing. Singing is good. It brings in the good vibes. And one of the best things to help bring in the good vibes is to get all of the negative people off the front row seat of your lives. You don't need them. Get rid of them. Grit, grit. Develop some skin. It's a tough world out there. It's not going to be easy. And I'm so glad to see all y'all in public health because, woo, we really need you. And you're going to think you got a real great idea. Like when I had the idea to work with black women, and you know, we did the first conference in '83 and 2,000 women came. I thought, oh, people are going to be so excited and be so happy that I was able to do this. No, they were not. That was just not it. But you can't let that stop you. You find the ones who were happy. All right, you keep going. Fear. Some of the greatest power is locked up in fear. Confront that fear. Take that step. Do that thing, because that's where your strength is. Self-care. You got to take care of yourself. These are two four-letter words right together. Don't be confused with being selfish. I'm not talking about being selfish. I'm talking about taking care of you. And one of the first things you can do is you don't have to make this complicated. You don't have to go to a spa. You don't have to go to all of this. Take 1 hour a day for you. Just to do nothing just to sit and clean out the cobwebs of your mind. You'll be surprised how good you feel. Help. Don't be afraid to ask for help. There's not a successful person on this planet who didn't have to ask for help. Don't be afraid to ask. More. We know a lot of times less is more. All right? Just think if we had less wars, we'd have more peace. You don't have to have a whole lot of everything. You just need to work what it is you have. Vote. Voting is one of our most precious rights. I came from a family that voting was a sacrament. And I can say the first president I voted for was John F. Kennedy, and I voted in every single election since then, and I'm 86 years old. And I say to you, build that legacy and pass that on to your children. Don't give away your vote, because when you don't vote, you're voting. Okay? If you don't vote, you say, well, I don't like these two people we got running. I'm not going to vote for anybody. Well, you are voting. So you can always vote for something, or you can vote to stop something. Your choice. Many people died so you'd be able to vote. So I'm just going to take a chance here and ask, how many of y'all registered to vote? Please raise your hand. Okay. Good. Almost everybody. Some didn't. Thanks for being honest. Please register to vote. Make that the number one thing on your list. If you take nothing away from this graduation, take that away. The last four-letter word is body. The one thing we own is our bodies. And right now, your right to own your body, to make a decision as to when you want to have a child, whether you want to have a child, what kind of environment you raise that child in is being challenged. Pay attention, y'all. Pay attention to what's happening in some of these very tough states. Pay good attention, because y'all public health people, y'all know this stuff, because they've been teaching you this, but make sure everybody around you know it. And finally, I'm going to leave you words from the first Black woman to run for president, who was from the state of New York, Shirley Chisholm. Yeah, Shirley, give it up for her. I want you to take your seat at the table of life. And as she said, if they don't give you a seat at the table, bring a folding chair. Congratulations, class of 2024. Thank you.
Turn around and look at your fans.
Thank you.
Please.
Thank you.
Billy Avery. To honor this great leader, we are raising funds to create the first endowed professorship in reproductive and sexual justice in the name of Billy Avery. He will be a cornerstone in our school and in the meaning of the CUNY School of Public Health. Thank you, Billy, for joining us today. You honored us. We have little to add in honoring you. Well, I must admit that today we also have a very special man to honor. Every year, the dean chooses a person that he will call a champion of public health. And I'm very honored to present to you another time an example of the power of one. I was inspired by Alan Shapiro, Dr. Alan Shapiro, a pediatrician, a professor of medicine, and a practitioner of humanism in medicine. He has dedicated his life's work to providing care to the most vulnerable in our society, our children. As the co-founder and executive director of Terra Firma, he has been a tireless and highly effective advocate fighting to ensure that all immigrant children and families have access to quality health care and legal representation. We are deeply honored to present you with the Dean's Champion of Public Health Award, Dr. Shapiro. Your indefatigable advocacy to meet the complex needs of unaccompanied immigrant children and families as well is deeply inspirational and a wonderful example of CUNY SPH's mission to create a healthier city for all. I can think of no better role model and example of achieving the pinnacle of our profession than what you have contributed, humbly and effectively. Dr. Shapiro, please join me at the podium.
Well, first of all, I never thought I'd be standing on the stage of Apollo. I never have to say that's a hard act to follow. That was a hard act to follow. It is really an honor for me to be here today, and I cannot thank you enough, Dean, for this award. Let me first by giving special thanks to Dean Al-Mohandes for nominating me for this award and for his extraordinary leadership of the School of Public Health. And for your dedication to CUNY and its students, I'd like to thank Trustee Salamitu Dombuya, Board Chair Lyndon Haviland, Provost Terry McGovern, they changed all the names on me, sorry about that, Dean of Students Lynn Roberts, and Assistant Vice Chancellor Ian James. Lastly, I would like to congratulate my fellow awardees for your impressive achievements. Billy Avery for your honorary degree and your incredible work where we need it most right now in reproductive justice. And to this year's valedictorian, Adrian Blader, I am clearly in the most excellent company. So it is especially meaningful for me to get this award from CUNY because the CUNY system is very much in my DNA. So my dad went to Queens College and was a captain of his basketball team back in the 1940s. My mom graduated from City College. My aunt was a professor at Bronx Community College for 40 years. And my son graduated last year from Hunter College. And lastly, I've had countless pediatric patients over the years that have attended and graduated the CUNY system, many of whom may never have had the opportunity for higher education if not for CUNY. So in my 30-plus years as a pediatrician, I've had incredible privilege to work with children and families, in many cases, who are living in the margins of our society, such as unattached street youth. And it was funny walking here because half a block down is where I parked my mobile medical unit and cared for unattached street youth for 20 years. I work with families experiencing homelessness in the shelter system, children living in under-resourced neighborhoods of the South Bronx, and newly arrived unaccompanied immigrant children and families seeking humanitarian protection in the US. I have seen firsthand how structural racism, failed institutions such as the foster care system, and outrageous xenophobia and dehumanization of immigrants has led to unforgivable health disparities. Of course, I've learned much from clinical practice, but I really should say I learned the most directly from the patients, the children and families I have cared for over the years. And I'm continuously amazed by their resilience and their ability to beat the odds, at least in most cases. And it has been a natural progression for me to go from clinical work to advocacy, making what is invisible to most people in our society visible. And this is where you come in. It has been working side by side my public health professional colleagues who really made me a stronger advocate and made me a better doctor. It is my public health colleagues that taught me to look at our work from a population health perspective, to look deeper into the data in order to tell the story that really needs to be told, such as the disparities in asthma hospitalization among children in the South Bronx, or uncontrolled diabetics living in public housing, and most recently, the disproportionate toll that COVID took on communities of color and immigrants. They taught me to see beyond the trees, my patients, but really to look at the health of the entire forest. Working with my public health colleagues has taught me to use data and statistics to more accurately tell the true story of health equity and injustice. This is where your role is so absolutely critical. I get them to tell stories of my individual patients and really humanize the data that you give me. It's an incredible collaboration, and we have to do it together. You, your professors, and loved ones should be incredibly proud of the field you have chosen. In my opinion, arguably one of the most important professions today as the world grapples with existential threats such as climate change, war, massive displacement and migration, man-made environmental threats, and even the erosion of our freedoms. You have chosen a career that will allow you to be the new agents of change to make a better world. So let me end with two pieces of advice that I don't know if I could really do better than Billy did, but let me give you two pieces of advice from my own experience. One, don't be glued to your desk, your office, your computer, or your spreadsheets. Make sure you get out into the real world and be a first-hand witness to whatever it is you are studying. To be a truly great public health professional, you must go out and use all of your 5 senses to understand the issues that you seek to improve. And don't forget to listen to the people most affected at hand by the issues you are studying. It is their lived experience, and you will learn the most from them. Second, do not get lost in your public health silo, but instead work collaboratively with others in different fields, such as medical professionals, environmentalists, teachers, lawyers, human rights advocates, and the community itself. Only working in collaboration can true change happen. In the words of the great and sadly late Dr. Paul Farmer, founder of Partners in Health and a true champion of global health and humanitarianism, he said, with rare exceptions, all of your most important achievements on this planet will come from working with others, or in another word, partnership. Now go out there and change the world, and congratulations to you all. Thank you so much. Take our picture.
Award for Dr. Shapiro. Give him a real round of applause. Aren't they wonderful? I'll tell you something else. The thing that's so great about both of them is how humble they are. You're going to encounter many people like these two, and they don't shine from the outside unless you get very, very close, but their light is inside. Explore people like this and be inspired by them. They will give you a sense of safety, and they will ascertain that you don't feel alone in the big fight we have towards humanity and the well-being of the populations that we serve. We have an extraordinary cohort of graduates this year. This year there were so many excellent candidates for valedictorian that the awards committee decided to recognize all of them. No, there won't be 10 speeches. But these graduates all attained a 4.0 GPA and academic excellence with recently established Dean Merit Award of Excellence that will be bestowed upon them today. I will ask each recipient to rise from your seat in the theater as I call your name to be recognized. These 12 students are just recognized, but you know, all of you are champions, and all of you have shown excellence. Please allow me to recognize these students. Hind Akasbi, Kayla Barat, Lauren, no, don't sit down, stay standing. Lauren Buscarino, oh, got a lot of fans. Laura Clementi, Isabel Curo, Jessica Dennehy, Melanie Ellison, Alexandra Kern, Jonathan Martinez, I was thinking, are there no men? Trishelle Phillips Gardner, and Fazil Powell, and Jin Yan Su Yang. All of you could have been at the podium today, but we only had one spot for a speaker. But I would also like to recognize the recipients of the Dean's Departmental Award. I will ask each recipient to rise from your seat in the theater as I call your name to be recognized. Michelle Dearolf from the Department of Community Health and Social Sciences. Ekaterine Stamu, recipient of the Dean's Department Award from Environmental Occupational Health. Valerie Schwartz from the Department of Epi and Biostatistics. Rifa Ehsan from the Department of Health Policy and Management. Thank you for maintaining such an excellent record. We are proud of you. We know you're going to be great additions to the workforce. Please take your seats. At this time, I would also like to recognize the students who are receiving the 2024 Dean's Merit Awards because through their scholarly achievement, service contribution, and triumph over adversity, they truly exemplify public health values. The Dean Merit Award for Scholarship is awarded to a student who has demonstrated outstanding excellence in their academic training. This year's recipient is Adrian Blader. Adrian, please come forward. Adrian, this is your award, and we need to take a picture.
Okay.
Adrian not only maintained a 4.0 grade point average, but Adrian was a frontline responder to the COVID pandemic vaccine rollout at a clinic in the South Bronx. A child health worker program manager at NYC Health and Hospitals in Brooklyn, and they worked online with a youth clinic in Moldova, where they previously served as a Peace Corps volunteer to develop an online LGBTQ+ cultural competency training for clinical staff. Thank you. The Dean's Merit Award for Commitment is awarded to two students, Jose Masariego and Anne van der Veer, for their outstanding academic leadership performance under extraordinary circumstances. Jose, Anne, please come forward. Can I give you both and maybe stand between you as we take the picture? Judging by the enthusiasm, we must have chosen well. At the CUNY School of Public Health Center for Systems and Community Design, Jose collaborated with fellow students and faculty, analyzing data sets provided by our community partner, Harlem United. Come closer. Both of you. Come here. I'm not going to bite. A non-for-profit health services organization that serves vulnerable populations primarily in Harlem and the Bronx. Findings were shared in a research paper, Impact of Substance Use on Antiretroviral Therapy Adherence Amongst HIV Patients, a cross-sectional study in a Harlem Community Social Service Organization, presented at the 10th Annual New York City Epidemiology Forum. This was Anne, right? Coming to the CUNY School of Public Health decades after completing her undergraduate degree, Anne worked through challenges as an adult learner, a full-time employee, a community volunteer, and the mother of 3 kids. She has successfully bridged her studies and community commitment by adapting her final project for health and media literacy for public health advancement into literature created for the Department of Obstetrics and Gynecology at Elmhurst Hospital. Please recognize your colleagues for their excellence, their resilience, and their success. The Dean's Merit Award for Research is awarded to 2 students, Turner Canty and Nimra Rahman. Turner and Nimra, please come forward. Again, Turner, Nimra, did I get the names right? That was a joke. Turner Canty has distinguished his exceptional skills in system dynamics modeling through his coursework, internship, and employment at the CUNY School of Public Health Center for Systems and Community Design. His research, which grew out of a class assignment for system dynamic modeling for public health research and action, was accepted for a plenary student presentation at the International System Dynamics Conference in Chicago. Bravo. On the other hand, Nimra, in her role as a clinical research coordinator at the Icahn School of Medicine and Mount Sinai, Nimra Rahman coordinates several initiatives as part of a $2.1 million Health Workforce Resiliency grant from the Health Resources and Services Administration, HRSA. Nimra coordinates and implements training for hospital faculty and staff that focuses on promoting well-being and enhancing resilience to reduce the burden of mental health conditions amongst the health professionals' workforce. Please recognize your colleagues for their excellence. You may be seated. The Dean's Merit Award for Service is awarded to Malika Christopher and Tala Mansi. Please join me at the podium. Where is Tala? This award recognizes students who make extraordinary contributions to the community. Malika Tala, we recognize that excellence. Malika first is an actively engaged leader in the city and at CUNY School of Public Health. She started and chairs the chapter of Sisters in Public Health in New York City, where she leads her committee and develops multiple networking and learning activities that promote health and wellness throughout the city. Malika participated in the Career Skills Academy and served as a student representative for the Graduate Student Government Association. Tala, on the other hand, during her time as a student at CUNY School of Public Health, has taken the pedagogy of health equity, racial equity, and social justice and put these concepts into practice in her job as the Senior Advisor of Racial Equity and Social Justice Programming in the Office of Emergency Preparedness and Response at New York City Department of Health and Mental Hygiene. A mouthful. She embeds racial equity and justice in New York City's public health emergency preparedness and response programs, systems, policies, and infrastructure. We are so proud of you. Thank you for your contribution to public health. The last of our graduate awards is the Dean's Dissertation Award, which this year is being given to 3 students: Mary Cherovilil for excellence in mixed method, Lauren Cybulska for qualitative excellence, and Sarah Pickering for quantitative excellence. Mary, Lauren, and Sarah, please come forward. Thank you. Lauren? Mary? Don't go anywhere. Mary's dissertation, A Mixed Method Approach to Understanding the Links Between Mining, Climate Change, and Selected Health Outcomes in India, is a landmark study using mixed methods approach to understand the impact of how human behaviors and environmental factors are working together to impact human health. Lauren is the recipient of the Qualitative Award for her dissertation, A One Health Approach to Enhancing SARS-CoV-2 Surveillance. The dissertation addresses the COVID-19 pandemic and its impact on human and animal health using the One Health approach, incorporates human, animal, and environmental perspectives to identify knowledge gaps and demonstrate the use of novel surveillance methods to detect SARS in dogs and in cats. Sarah, and that was very interesting because Sarah is getting her dissertation award for a quantitative research. And, you know, her area, her supervisor is, you know, one of our prime behavioral scientists. And it really proves to you that behavioral scientists are also good at math, which is important to understand. Sarah is the recipient of the Quantitative Award for her dissertation entitled Restoring, Protecting, and Expanding Abortion Access in the United States. Seeking consensus through the Delphi method. She convened a high-level U.S. expert advisory panel of nearly 100 in the areas of policy, legal, research, and advocacy to identify fundamental conditions for protecting and restoring access to abortion based on the ever-changing policy conditions in the country. Are you not as proud as I am for the genius of these young ladies? Give them a real round of applause. I now, normally, Pavan Lohia, who is a distinguished alumnus of the CUNY School of Public Health, was supposed to come forward to present the Delta Omega Honorary Society candidates to announce the Society in Public Health Epsilon Chi chapter candidates. As a student, Pavan spearheaded the effort to promote our school's representation in this society. Unfortunately, Pavan is held at the airport. He flew all the way in here to be with you, but is not able to make the presentation. Lynn, are you able to present on his behalf? Thank you so much. I invite to the podium Associate Dean Lynn Roberts, who will present his speech.
So bear with me for a moment and imagine me as a 6-foot-tall, very handsome gentleman named Pavan Lohia. So I'm speaking his exact words that he sent to me from the airport. My name is Pavan Lohia. I am a class of 2020 MPH graduate. I am the founding president of the Epsilon Chi chapter of the Delta Omega Honor Society in Public Health here at CUNY SPH. The Delta Omega Public Health Honors Society represents the highest achieving students throughout their time here at SPH in the classroom and in the field. When the chapter started in 2020, during my time as president of SPH Graduate Student Government Association, I had great aspirations to see the growth of this chapter of extremely talented and dedicated students and faculty. This year, our graduates have truly outdone themselves. Today, I'm extremely proud to extend a huge congratulations and invitation to those members of the 2024 graduating class of CUNY SPH who have earned above a 4.0 GPA and thus are eligible to join the Epsilon Chi chapter. We will be sending a formal invitation to you and look forward to welcoming you as our newest members. And you will see them indicated in your programs. You'll see there are many of them. Thank you.
Time now to honor your faculty. And the faculty awards annually go to our faculty, recognizing those professors whose teaching, mentoring, research are exemplars of excellence and whose work inspires and spurs us all in our mission to improve the health of individuals and populations. Our first responsibility is training the next generation of public health scholars and practitioners, and the first Dean's Merit Award is that for teaching. Today, we honor 2 faculty members whose excellence in teaching sets a standard to which all public health educators should aspire. Elizabeth Kelvin and Carmen Williams are the 2024 recipients of the Dean's Merit Award for Excellence in Teaching. Professors Kelvin and Williams, please rise. We recognize Dr. Kelvin, former chair of the Department of Epi and Biostat, for her leadership in creating a curriculum of varied content presented in diverse modes, as well as workshops and the doctoral writing bootcamp. She redesigned and redefined the capstone project to integrate skills developed in previous courses and guide the students on how to apply and interpret them to address hypothesis-driven questions. Dr. Carmen Williams is valued for her leadership of the Public Health Informatics program, providing both synchronous and asynchronous online courses. She brings her interdisciplinary expertise to the classroom, including business, informatics, sociology, health policy, and qualitative and mixed method. Dr. Williams' aims as an instructor is to spark intellectual growth in a student's life and to motivate students to be active participants in their learning. Please recognize their excellence and express your gratitude to your professors. The Dean's Merit Award for Mentorship. Mentoring is a critical component of both students and junior faculty development in our school, and demands substantial skill and commitment on the part of the mentor, who is meant to impart wisdom, teaching, and support. The Dean's Merit Award for Mentorship is awarded this year to Professor Dr. Terry Huang. Professor Huang, please stand. Distinguished Professor Huang has enthusiastically shared his expertise for the past decade by providing mentorship to master's and doctoral students, postgraduate trainees, and junior faculty with NIH Career Development K Awards. In his capacity as director of the CUNY School of Public Health Center for Systems and Community Design, He provides mentorship on both research and career development and hands-on training guidance. Thank you, Terry, for all that you do. The Dean's Merit Award for Research this year, I recognize the recipients of the Merit Award for Research, which is given for excellence in conducting impactful public health research in an inclusive and collaborative fashion. This year's award for merit in research goes to Dr. Naseem Sabunchi and Dr. Sean Haley. Please rise. Dr. Sabunji is a member of the Center for Systems and Community Design, where she has numerous NIH grants. She has developed the most advanced system dynamics model to date on the opioid crisis. The model has been calibrated at both the state and the county levels. This body of work has been presented at national and international conferences, and a series of key publications related to this work will be released this year. Naseem, congratulations. Dr. Sean Haley, over the past year, has achieved great success in building the foundation for a new area of research on alcohol policies and the prevention of alcohol-related diseases. He received an NIH R21 award to examine potential risks associated with home delivery of alcohol in 6 states. He simultaneously received a CDC grant to study digital alcohol marketing to youth. Together, these studies promise to make significant contributions to future strategies for preventing alcohol-related harm. Onwards, Sean, and congratulations. This is a special, very special moment for the School of Public Health. And we cannot present our faculty awards without recognizing somebody who has built this school on his very shoulders. Professor Nick Freudenberg is truly a giant. Professor Freudenberg, would you please join me at the podium? Please join me at the podium. As you may have heard, Professor Freudenberg is retiring meritoriously to the next chapter of his great career and his life. I cannot thank Nick enough, because without him, truly, there would not be a School of Public Health. Nick has been with CUNY for 35 years, a graduate from Hunter College, got his Master's in Public Health and his Doctorate in Public Health from Columbia University. He has, every step of the way, applied his intelligence, his unbelievable energy, and his wisdom towards building the idea of a public health program which grew into a consortial School of Public Health, and then eventually the Joint School of Public Health that was created in the year 2016, from which you are graduating today. Nick is a giant who has built, through his commitment to equity and social justice, and his deep understanding of the dynamics behind inequity, multiple careers that 5 or 6 men would have been proud of. He created the Institute for Food Justice at the CUNY University and has been responsible most recently for the Healthy CUNY initiative that is supposed to maintain a healthy cohort of students at this university, as you know, equal to almost 250,000 students. This Healthy CUNY initiative has started in the Bronx as a pilot and has shown tremendous success in dealing with issues of mental health, chronic disease, and safe intimacy. Nick is also a rebel and identified for the first time in the most significant way the impact of commercial determinants of health, with the deep understanding of how commercial interests may impact the health of populations in the United States and globally in a very significant way. He is humble, he is patient, but he is brave. He speaks for the rights of those whose voice is unheard. I will miss you tremendously. You are the first face that I saw when I applied for this job, and your welcoming and reassuring smile as I answered the questions of the committee allowed me to present to you the best of myself, and I hope I have not let you down. Nick, we are creating a new award for the CUNY School of Public Health that we'll call the Legacy Award in Public Health, and you will be the first recipient of that award. You are also the first distinguished professor in the history of the School of Public Health, and for that we will always remain extremely grateful to you for who you are and what you stand for. Please give Nick the salute that he deserves. Thank you so much. His robe is crumpled because in protest to Colombia, he said he sat on it. He actually said that to me. Didn't make it up. Now, the valedictorian address. This is the conclusion of our graduate and faculty honors, and it is now my distinct pleasure to move on to the valedictorian address, which will be delivered by the dazzlingly accomplished student to whom you have already been introduced as Adrian Blader, also received the Dean's Merit Award for scholarship. The CUNY Graduate School of Public Health and Health Policy 2024 valedictorian Adrian Blader. They are truly a pride of our school and an expression of the best things that we stand for. They are the first trans man to present the valedictorian address, and as such, I hope that we also will stand in the right way for what you believe to be true and important in public health, health equity, and justice. Adrian, please come to the podium.
Good afternoon, honored guests, Dean Almohandes, faculty, staff, graduates, family, and friends. Thank you to the Dean and to the Awards Committee for this honor, and congratulations to my fellow graduates. Yeah, clap for yourselves. Our graduating class's time together has been marked by COVID-19, protests, and war. Our journeys to this degree often required sacrifice. We chose to make this commitment on top of other responsibilities, with many of us working full-time and taking care of families. Most of us also started this program fully remotely during the COVID-19 lockdown. During these chaotic times, we were learning about inequity and injustice in the classroom and seeing it in the real world, through the pandemic, through our jobs, through political attacks on healthcare access for transgender people and reproductive health care. Seeing all this, it might have been tempting for us to fall into despair, but we didn't. One of my favorite classes in graduate school was Professor Freudenberg's class, Health Activism in New York City. On our first day, he asked what we wanted to take away from the course, and I said hope. And hope is exactly what I have gotten from this degree and from working alongside you all. I have found hope through learning from previous public health movements and the people who came before us, who united together to fight injustice and inequity, like the HIV/AIDS activists of ACT UP, the campaign organizers that brought universal free lunch to New York City schools, and environmental justice advocates who helped pass stricter bus pollution standards. Perhaps most importantly, I've found hope in my brilliant classmates. My fellow graduates came to the CUNY School of Public Health with a broad range of focuses and experiences, from the effects of climate change to food access to fighting future pandemics. But all of us are dedicated to using our degrees to create positive change. As public health graduates, we are not shying away from the difficult things, but taking with us our fortitude, knowledge, and camaraderie to move forward. The CUNY School of Public Health has given us the skills, strategies, community partnerships to build a more equitable world, perhaps just as importantly, it has also offered us hope. I am so proud of my class, grateful to our professors, and excited to see the work all my fellow graduates do to ensure a better future. Lastly, as I walk across the stage today, I will be thinking about the students in Gaza who will not get the same opportunity. I will be grieving the tens of thousands of students, professors, teachers, and children murdered, and the universities and schools destroyed by Israel's genocide. But I remain hopeful that in my lifetime, we will see a free Palestine. Thank you.
Thank you, Adrian. And now for everybody sitting up there and in the back, I promise you, this is the last speech. But I will ask you also for a favor. Can you hold your applause until the end of each group passes through the stage? Who am I kidding? This is a time for you to shout and yell and scream and sing and thump your feet, blow kisses across the stage, and express your joy, your gratitude for this very, very special moment. We start our graduation by presentations of our doctoral graduates. Dr. Lynn Roberts, Associate Dean for Student Affairs and Alumni Relations, will now lead the hooding ceremony of our doctoral graduates. And now, the fun begins.
Thank you, Dean Almohandes. We will now recognize our doctoral graduates. Each graduate will be hooded by the chair of their doctoral committee and director of their doctoral program or their designee. Dr. Meredith Manzi and Dr. Spring Cooper will hood Sonia Cheroville, who is receiving their Doctorate of Public Health, or DPH, in Community Society and Health. Thank you, Dr. Cooper. Dr. Meredith Manzi and Dr. Diana Romero will now hood Sarah Pickering, who will receive her PhD in Community Health and Health Policy. Thank you, Dr. Romero. Dr. Meredith Manzi and Dr. Chris Palmedo will now hood Helen Arteaga, who will receive her PhD in Community Health and Health Policy. Dr. Meredith Manzi and Dr. Nick Freudenberg will now hood Erin Bacchus, who will receive her PhD in Community Health and Health Policy. Erin is being accompanied by her daughter, Aaliyah. Erin became both a doctor and a parent on the same day, giving birth within 24 hours after successfully defending her dissertation. Dr. Meredith Manzi and Dr. Christian Grove will now hood Pedro Carniero, who will receive his PhD in Community Health and Health Policy. Thank you, Dr. Manzi and Dr. Grove. Dr. Gada Solomon and Dr. Jean Grassman will now hood Lauren Sibuska, who will receive her PhD in Environmental and Planetary Health Sciences. And our last doctoral presentation, Dr. Heidi Jones and Dr. Dennis Nash, I need water, will hood Saba Kwasmia, who will receive her PhD in epidemiology. You got a lot more coming. No, I'm going to continue, but if you stay center stage.
Okay.
Yes. We have a lot more coming. We will now recognize graduates from the Masters of Public Health in Community Health and Social Sciences. The chair, please stand. The Chair of Community Health and Social Sciences, Dr. Christian Grove, will present the graduates, but we will begin with our graduates seated on the stage so that others can begin lining up. So we will begin with Adrian Bader, our valedictorian. Diplomas? Diplomas? Nimarama. Ann Vanderveer. Ida Isaka. Angela Inglis. Christiana Harry. Miriam Rusta. Lara Moya Adamez. Mark Miller. Juan Mendieta. Deja Mayfield. Jennifer McMartin. Ingrid Victoria Williams. Annette Chang. Paloma Jones. Bonibel Rosario. Tishoni Sam. Leslie Mello. Natalie Echevarria. Jamal Asuraj. I'm going to do my best with the rolled R's, but forgive me in advance. Sandra Rubio Verdugo. Shalia Arellana Herrera. Bernice Obiri Yeboah. Jeffrey Colanda. Fatima Fofana. Claudia Brown. Sarah Werzer. Pankti Patel. Trishelle Phillips Gardner. Hi, congratulations. Sienna Perez. Joshua Espada. Sarah Gallo. Tala Manzi. Bayan Bulad. Tasneem Tisha. Rishna Tabassum. Anna Rikov. Sakina Holmes. Logan Lyons. Dominique Perkins. Arthur Registry. Naila Cummings. Fedline Aristide. Jasmine Parks. Cynthia Salcedo Faro. Michelle Diroff. Alexandra Ulrich. Stephanie Desmoyer. Marie Esther Persaint. Jeanette Chung. Bisma Raman. Valerie Mikhailovich. Thank you, Dr. Groff. Okay, got to stay in proper order. All right. We will now recognize graduates from the Masters of Science in Health Communication for Social Change. Actually, Dr. Groff, you could have stayed, but I'm going to invite also Dr. Chris Palmado to come forward and join him. Itiana Clemens. Melissa Weiss. Gwendolyn Slade Bushy. Dunstanet Macaulay DeCooley. Thank you both. We will now recognize graduates from the Masters of Public Health in Environmental and Occupational Health Sciences. The department chair, Dr. Glenn Johnson, will present the graduates. Please come. Xinyan Zhu Zheng. Bhumi Gandalia. Siddharth Dolia. Ellison Mellor. Victoria Jones. Didu Torre. Jose Luz Gonzalez. Kayla Barrett. Howard Miller. Fola Shade Olatubosu. We will now recognize graduates from the Masters of Public Health in Environmental and Occupational Health Sciences. The department chair, Dr. Glenn Johnson, will also present the graduates. I'm sorry, the Master of Science in Environmental and Occupational Health Sciences. Hi. David Muhammad. Florence Odigi. We will now recognize graduates from the Masters of Public Health and Nutrition. The department chair, Dr. Glenn Johnson, will be joined by Dr. Gada Solomon to present the graduates. Motushi Morale. Saiful Khan. Safwat Hossein. Caitlin Schnack. Careful. Isadora Joseph Augustin. Ekaterini Stamu. Thank you, Dr. Johnson and Dr. Solomon. We will now recognize graduates from the Masters of Public Health and Epidemiology and Biostatistics. The department chair, Dr. Levi Waldron, will present the graduates, and we will begin with our first candidate seated on the stage, Jose Mazariego. Mansi Milan Matre. Matra. Avani Patel. Sasha Vergez. Liza Morales. Sumeya Ibrahim. Kinsey Cantrell. Jin Choi. Do you want the middle name? Stella Kit-Ying Chong. Alexandria Wilkins. Dawa Genseng. Siddharth D. Hanumantu. Stephanie Arbelas. Nancy Ormilaben Pudsala. Kavya Jaitani. Justine Maffei. Lauren Buscarino. Danya Birnbaum. Doris Chu. Rebecca Gordon. Melissa Campoore. Zachary Zukowski. Jacqueline Shevin. Sheetal Chowdhury. Jasmine Amigon. Benjamin Yacht. Okay. Hold tight, we still have more coming. We will now recognize graduates from the Masters of Science in Population Health Informatics, and Dr. Levi Walchin will again present the graduates. Shapresa Ameti. Let me say that more emphatically. Shapresa Ameti. There's no question she's earned this. Mark Tam. Cami Sue Grant. Hind Akasbi. Ivy Zhang. Jennifer Kulkarni. Juliette Monclova. Jalisha Henshaw. Tesfaya Hiley. T.H. Helen. Oh, okay. We're starting a new one after that. Thank you. All right. We will now, thank you, Dr. Waldron. We will now recognize graduates from the Masters of Public Health and Health Policy and Management. The department chair, Dr. Terry Wong, will present the graduates, and we again will begin with our candidates seated on the stage. Turner Canty. And Malika Christopher. Radha Piari Nakarmi. Congratulations. Sasha Davis. Teuta Hoxha. Dawn Smith McKay. Sydney Ellis. Brittany Kashama. Joelle America. Melanie Ellison. Saba Hashmi. Aaliyah Lynn Samantha Baird. We'll call all the names. Alexandra Kern. Jean-Marie Henriquez. Jenna Larry. Michaela Hardy. Adama Wedraogo. Anna Kamatang. Fazelle Powell. Kirsis Arias. Dayana Mirzaliev. Karen Butt. Awosley Jacob. Camila Hutchinson. Sabine Ovid. Faria Hanif. Daniel Morales. Babita Jamkatel. Jacqueline Erb. Kaylin Washington. Daniel Levy. I'm sorry, Daniel Levy. Kittikorn Satong. Nana Day. Vivian Tam. Bukhari Shah. Luis David Oliveira Leon. Andrea Belfast. Rifa Esan. Xiomara Perdomo. Juliana Musanda. Shania Persaud. Lara Clemente. Arismel Gonzalez. Johanny Dixon. I think that's a first. Maybe not for the Apollo, but for SPH. Anshini Bhatt. Jonathan Martinez. Jessica Dennehy. Sunny Kumar Ukani. Janae Granum. Eleonora Omoya. Scarlett Rodriguez Soldavilla. We will now recognize graduates from the Masters of Science in Global and Migrant Health. The department chair, Dr. Terry Wong, will present these graduates. Roger Carrillo. Carolyn Anello. And now our master's students who could not be with us in person, but who are joining us remotely.
And now presenting our Masters of Public Health and Masters of Science candidates who are joining us virtually. Annabelle Abadessa, Nicole Ando Baidu, Sarah Azjad, Kathleen Barth, Alexandra Cardia, Jenny Chenkin, Sarah Duravaj Jacobs, Matthew Elder, Patricia Fernandez Piñeros, Kara Hoagland, Quinn Hood, Brennan Ma, Sarah Shakur, Athanasios Camberas, Nicholas Lupo, Suzanne Michaelbrust, Michael Reitano, Jaffrin Sultana, Arwa Abdelhamid, Reno Alaj, Isabel Huro, Sahar Hamid, Harry Kimball, Nisha Kochar, Alexandra Martochi, Pa Malik Maibi, Zoe Krizukrat, Saskia Rueda, Mohammed Salim, Sanjay Kumar Salia, Famid Sarwar, Valerie Schwartz, Ileana Spice, Lucila Vilela, Sandra Wood, Aminu Alpha, Ashley Rodagon, Sibel Burgos, Ali Sunaya Nova, Nirja Chakra Borti, Yejisal Echevarria, Aaron Gaffney, Afia Islam, Yetunde Junaid Onifade, Kristen Kolb, Adam Mackey, Osman Mariano, Alan Mina, Chelsea Mungu, Jessica Nestor, Sadikur Rahman, Alexis Simonetti, Constantius Stavroulakis, Anna Taylor Shee, Alexandra Sinsifas, Julia Bukazu, Eleni Vasilakos, Annalisa Wills, Bushra Aziz, Andrew Bola, Sophia Hilari, Lauren Ayokono, Mohammed Seful Khan, Fatima Mim, Cynthia Vasquez, Kyle DeGennaro, Teresa Gannon, Syed Jaffrey, Monica Guyen, Phoebe Shamp, Rocco Bagnaro, Samia Hossein, Stephanie Mao, Carrie Casey, Joseph Garst, Konul Karimova, Tamara Densmore, Andrew Goodman, Julissa Valerio.
One important thing that we're going to do together, and we call upon our champion of public health, Dr. Alan Shapiro, to come to the stage. He will lead our graduates in the Public Health Pledge, and you can find the Public Health Pledge on page 12 of your programs. You can recite after Dr. Shapiro.
It's me again. All right, we're almost done. Everybody ready? I pledge to do all within my power to safeguard human and environmental health through prevention, protection, promotion, and educational efforts.
You'll need to break that down a little bit.
So are they reading with me?
They are going to read behind you.
They're going to, okay.
So I'll say, I pledge to do all
okay.
of my power.
They didn't tell me that part. All right, let's start all over again then. I pledge to do all within my power to safeguard human and environmental health through prevention, protection, promotion, and educational efforts. I will accept the responsibility to use my talents, training, and professional experience to instill public trust in all my public health endeavors. It is my personal commitment to serve my community with integrity and pride.
Thank you, Dr. Shapiro. We have come to the end of our ceremony, and I will ask our talented graduates for all the incredible support you have received from your parents, your friends, your husbands, and need I say, apparently, your fiancés as well, who have helped you make it to where you are today. Please stand up, turn around, and give them a round of applause. I need to also add my very profound thanks to all the staff and volunteers who helped make this event the success that it is today. Congratulations to all our new alumni. Need I say, my fellow public health professionals, just watching you walk across the stage today was a true inspiration, not just to me, but to our guests and the faculty. You are the future workforce in public health, and we are proud to have been part of your experience. I express the hope that you will always feel part of the CUNY School of Public Health and be part of our alumni community. Unfortunately, today, Pavan Lohia, who chairs our alumni group, was not able to join us because of the mishap at the airport, but he is sending you his warmest regards, and you will be hearing from him as well. Generally, they ask you to turn off your cell phones, but I know that all of you have a cell phone in your pocket. So will you all pull out your cell phones from your pockets, please? And put it on camera and turn it on selfie. That's what I usually do every year to commemorate this incredible event. My dearest brothers and sisters, this is a moment that I hope you will always remember with joy. There aren't that many moments of such great joy in our life. This is amongst the most joyous. It is a testimonial to your ability to have achieved your life dreams. May you have more dreams. May you achieve them. May I please ask the friends and family and guests to remain seated until the platform party recesses from stage, followed by the faculty, then the graduates have also recessed from the theater. Families and guests will be reunited with the graduates in the lobby area. I am so grateful to you for participating with us today. You gave me personal joy, and you gave our graduates such pride in that moment. Thank you all. Go forth, graduates, and make the world a better place. Thank you.